I am doing the recording. Okay. See, we do
Cloud.
In the cloud. We start with Shanti mantras, right? For the universal well-being. Why? Because according to the Sankhya, we have three types of miseries. What is that? Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, and Atyar. This is what you are saying. What is Adi Bhautik? Any misery caused from a living being or a physical being. Bhautik means physical. Suppose if somebody abuses you, somebody hits you, are you getting any suffering with that? Is that a suffering? If a dog bites you, is that a suffering? So, whatever the sufferings you are getting from any physical being is called, it comes in the category of Adi Bhautik. Next, Adi Daivik means whatever you call the supreme power, which is beyond you, like earthquakes, any natural calamities like floods, tsunami, earthquakes, hurricanes, landslides. This all comes under Adi Daivik. If suppose a earthquake comes, many people will lose their families. Is that not a suffering? If tsunami or any floods comes, how much suffering will that a natural calamity will give? Third one is Adhyatmic. In this we have two. At physical level, it's an imbalance of Vata, Pitta and Kapha. If you have imbalance of Vata, it is not a suffering to you. You will have body pains. With Pitta, you have some other disease. With Kapha, you have continuous cough or the mucus. Is it not suffering? All the diseases at physical level are due to imbalance of Vata, Pitta, Kapha according to the Ayurveda. Right? Is disease a suffering or a boon? It is a suffering. At mind level, if you have that Hatshat Vargalu, the six enemies of mankind, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, is it not suffering? If you have jealous, is it suffering you or it is suffering the other person? If somebody bought a new car or house, you feel jealous. It is not suffering yourself. If you are Krodha, if you are very angry, is it suffering for you or is suffering from the others? First, you will suffer yourself. Because when you are angry, when you have this, your nerves will contract, blood circulation needs a lot of effort. So your heart will start pumping. And there is extra load on the heart, extra load on the respiratory system. All your chemicals has to pump, all your hormones, adrenaline has to pump. Your sympathetic system has to get activated. So there's a lot of load to your body and your breath becomes short. There is a lot of suffering happen to the body. So why we do Shanti mantras? Because in the universe, no one has to suffer from these three kind of miseries. Everyone has to get peace, 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 peace. Everyone has to get peace from these three kind of sufferings. Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik and Adhyatmik. This is why we start with the Shanti mantra and why we start with 3 ohms. Suppose you came to the yoga class. Before yoga class, where are you? Some people will come in a rush. Some people have some fight before the class and they are always thinking about the class, right? And your mind is somewhere else, mind absent, body present. Almost general scenario. To bring back your mind in present, we will do Om. Why 3 times? You can say body, mind, soul. You can give any definition for the 3 ohms. But to bring the mind and make it to sit in the present, we start with the Om, then followed by the Shanti mantra for the universal well-being. One more question. Is there any suffering beyond these 3? Any miseries beyond these 3 categories?
So what
I'm
about
not
karma?
sure about
Maybe
karma.
past karma?
Yeah.
That is what Adi Bhautik or Adi Daivik or Adhyatmik. You decide.
Uh, so it will be
Actually,
Adhyatmik, no?
it will be Adi Bhautik also and Adi Devik also, because say if there is a karma where a person maybe in a tornado or anybody is stuck in that kind of a situation, an earthquake or something, we may say Adi Devik, but actually it is his karma that he also had to suffer in that particular way.
Then it comes
That is
under
why, or a plane
Adhyatmik.
crash,
It comes
Adhyatmik,
under
or
Adhyatmik. So
okay.
if you go in detail, everything comes under Adhyatmik.
Yeah.
If you are getting landslides, can we say without any human uh, intervention, can a landslide can happen? No? You have seen landslides in Uttarakhand. You say naturally it happened, like any humans are doing harm to it.
It's naturally.
Okay. So if you see the constructions as they are as per the rules, as per the environmental norms, why
No.
you are getting so many floods? Because they are
Even in
constructing
Kedarnath was
houses
because of human.
in a way the water area. So definitely water will come into house. Okay. So if you see everything in detail, if you go into Sukshma Sthai, everything belongs to the Adhyatmik. But as of now, we only have three, that is Adi Bhautik, Daivik and Adhyatmik. Don't go so deep now. You can go later. Okay, as of now, you remember, see, whatever it is there, it is a tornado, it is a Daivik. If it is because of some physical being, it is Bhautik. It is self, Adhyatmik. Apart from these three, do you find any other suffering? If you find any other sufferings, we'll add fourth Shanti to it. If you don't find, up to then we'll do only three Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay? Why three Shantis? To get peace through all these miseries, not only for us, for the universe. That is the beauty of our yoga. We are not praying for us, we are praying for the universe. We can openly, darely say we will pray for universe. Can anyone say? So you are glad that you are into yoga. Say proudly. Okay? Clear? Shall we come to the today's topic? Strita Prajna. Who is Strita Prajna? This is according to the Bhagavad Gita. Strita Prajna. Okay, there are many slokas. What is Strita Prajna according to you? What do you know? Who is Strita Prajna? Any idea? Generally, most people will use this word. You are Strita Prajna. Means
So
what?
stuck somewhere, stuck in mind, or uh,
Okay.
you're stuck
Stritha
because
means stability. Sthir, Strita. It is like balance. If somebody has work-life balance, we say him as a Strita Prajna. You are handling things in balance. Okay. See, we'll go back to Ramayana to understood what is Strita Prajna, mentioned by the Bhagavan in Bhagavad Gita. So during time of Ramayana, there is a great sage called as Sukha Maharshi, who is the son of Vyasa Maharshi. So at the young age, he has got very good knowledge. See, Vyasa Maharshi is a great scholar. Huh? So even we can expect his son also at the same. But always he should state son that you have very good knowledge. But somewhere in his mind, he has a doubt. Because see, what we say, if somebody belongs to our near and dear, if we not point out anything in them, we always encourage them. And similarly, Sukamarshi also has doubt because father is like praising me unnecessarily. I'm not so scholar, there is something drawbacks in. That was understood by Vyasa Maharshi. Then he told, go and meet Janaka Maharaj. So he understood, then he understood he will go to Janaka Maharaj, then he'll get the solution. So they are great scholars. Before coming only, Janaka Maharaj understood that Sukha Maharshi is coming. Then he told his Dwarapalakas, gatekeepers, don't allow him, make him to wait. So what happened? He came, the Dwarapalakas stopped him and told, king is not available. Please wait. So one day has gone. He was waiting. He was in that Shanta Sthiti. He was in that Trupta Sthiti. 2 days gone. Still he is in the stable state. 3 days gone. 4 days gone. 5 days, 6 days. Like few days has been passed. After week or 10, then Janaka Maharaja has come. Oh, Sukha Maharshi, you are very great, Maharshi. Sorry, I have not received you. So please come and take our honors. You are our guest. Please take all the honors. And he has taken inside the palace. He has given all the luxuries. He has dance, music, whatever, they're all the royal food, everything. Then one day has been passed. He's in that stable state. He's in that Ananda state. He's not disturbed. Listen carefully. This is also very useful. I'll tell you in what way it is useful. Next, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days. Then comes the Janaka Maharaj and told, Maharshi, you have passed the 2 tests. One, when you have nothing, then you are in the stable state, the Sukha state, Ananda state. When you have this, all the luxuries also, you are not disturbed. You are in that stable state. Here, what is important for you? Why he came to Janaka Maharaj? He had a doubt. So you want to clarify regarding the knowledge, right? So 1 week he has nothing. He has 1 week to 10 days. He has nothing. He has waited for it. Then he have all the luxuries, but still he has not disturbed. He has been waited for Janaka Maharaj. If you see in some situations, to meet someone or we go to an interview, if they make us to wait for 1 hour, then what happens? If they say still wait for 1 more hour, after 2 hours, still they say not now, you wait for half an hour more, then what happens?
I'll be impatient.
Sometimes we get
There'll
restless.
be impatience.
Why we went to an interview? Because we need a job, right? So what it is saying, you have to be patient. Is it not a life lesson? When he has nothing, he can say, oh, I am a great Maharshi, I am a great sage. How can you make me to wait here? Did he say anything? See, son of Vyasa means he has that reputation that days. He's a great Maharshi. At the young age, he got very good knowledge. But did he said anything? How you king, how can you make me to wait? But what we do? If somebody makes us to wait, this is
There'll
what
be
we have to,
impatience.
this is what we have to learn from our scriptures. Because who went with it, what fighting he did? Not this. This is a character. We have to learn their characters. We have to learn their behavior. If you can just see, then it will be useful in life. Is it not a life lesson? You have to learn it in this way. Then he asked about Stith Prajna. Then what he said, you have passed the 2 exams. Now you are eligible to ask what you want. Then he asked, what is Stith Prajna? Then he told, he has given a candle, a lighted candle with a wick. He told that go throughout the palace, make sure that light will not off. So he has taken the candle, he has holding in his hand, he has gone one round throughout the palace and he came back. Then Janaka Maharaja asked Sukha Maharshi, like, what is happening here? What is happening there? He asked everything, but he told nothing. My focus completely is on the light. And whatever I'm telling, this was a story told by Dr. H.R. Nagendra Guruji during his lectures. I'm telling the same words. Here, then, now he told, now by focusing on the light, wick, it should not get off. And now also observe what is happening around you. Then he went again one round throughout the palace. Then he came back. Now the Janaka Maharaja asked, what is happening there? He told. What is happening here? He told. It has told everything, whatever he asked. In reply, Janaka Maharaja is saying, inside, in the first time, what he has done, he has only focused on the light, he has not focused anything, right? Here, by focusing inside on the light of knowledge, what is doing first thing? Focusing inside through the light of knowledge. Second one, you also observe the things. Then, parallelly by focusing the light of knowledge, we are also doing all the activities. So both we are doing simultaneously. That state is called, that balance is called as Pradyna. That knowledge. When you get deeper into that knowledge, you'll get into a state called Jivan Mukti. Means getting liberation while you are alive. That embodied soul, that soul, the Jivan Mukti soul will get Videya Mukti when he gets embodied, when he gets departed, directly gets that ultimate freedom. And there is one more story. This is between Rama and Vasistha, Lord Rama and Yogi Vasistha. Then Lord Rama is asking Yogi Vasistha, like, see, there is a king like Janaka Maharaja who is always active in his work. Because if a king, he has to take care of administration. If there comes a war, like if you see, like a prime minister or the president of a country has a lot of things to do, right? He's always active. He's always active. Whether he is called as Sthita Prajna or there is a sage who sits in the jungle, who is inactive in his work, he only sits and who always meditates. Whether he is a great yogi, he is a great. One is person is very active doing all the activities. Second one is person is inactive, is sitting somewhere in the jungle and is meditating. Then Yogi Vasistha replied, Rama, the person who is always in active work, if we take him to jungle and if we make him to do inactivity, means sitting and doing meditation, if he is not disturbed, then person who is inactive, if we give him all the responsibilities in activity, if he is also not disturbed, if he is disturbed, no. If he is also not disturbed, then both are called as Sthita Prajnas. So you have to be that stable in any situation. That state is called as Sthita Prajna. Understood anything? Still doubts?
In our application, it will take time to sink it. How we apply this in our life.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
application is
So in one glance, we are not able to understand. Maybe
you get
more.
at least you got some
We-
clarity.
Yes, I mean, the definition wise, yes. But now
I
for
will
our
give.
own for our own selves to apply in life,
Yeah,
that
I
is
will tell.
something.
Apply it, you'll understand. This is practical knowledge. This is not any theory to sit and learn. You have to implement it. It is a lifestyle book. You have to implement in your life.
So
Stritha
you mean
prajna.
disturbance from outside? Is it disturbance in the mind? Like is it vritti in that way?
No, whatever situation is there, you have to be stable. You have to maintain that state of balance, not this one.
So
You'll
your
understand.
mind should okay.
Mind, whatever it is. I'll tell you. In the end, by the end of the session, I'll make you more clear.
Okay.
Strita prajna. Stita means steady or right. Prajna means knowledge or wisdom. Means yogi with right knowledge. When you have that right knowledge, you don't have that instability. Chapter 2, Arjuna asks Lord Krishna, what is the description of him who has a study knowledge? How does he speak? How does he sit? And how does he walk? Like he's asking, when there is a study person who is unmovable, how does he speak? How does he sit? How does he walk? Krishna replying, when a man completely casts off all his desires of his mind, why you become unstable? Because of the desires of the thoughts. If you want to get stable, you have to conquer it. Chitta vritti nirodha state. And then you can become a sthita prajna. When a man completely casts off all his desires of his mind and satisfied himself by the self, then he is said to be a man of study wisdom. Just understand, like all desires he has removed, but he is satisfied with whatever he has. Here, happiness is not dependent on the external factors. Happiness is dependent on his internal factor. If internally is satisfied, he'll always be happy. He'll always be stable. He's not affected by anything. Here, we'll see again. He whose mind is not shaken. If somebody says something happened, alas, the king is dead. We have studied in the basic grammar, right? Then what happens? He has been shaken. He has been disturbed. He has been broken. He'll be stable in that situation. If he says you got some 10 million lottery, then also he'll be in that stable state. He's not get affected by anything. Who does not hearkens after pleasures, who is free from attachment. Is not shaken by any pleasures, is always free from attachment, fear and anger. Is free from attachment, fear and anger. He is called sage of study wisdom. See how beautifully. Why you get disturbed? Because of attachment, fear and anger. If you don't have that, if you take all these three, then your perception changes, your life changes. Right? You don't have fears, you don't have attachment, you don't have anger. Everybody has. To be frank, we are doing yoga, but we are not yogis. We are not in the yogic lifestyle. We are in bogic lifestyle now. Because one of our guru said, we are doing yoga, but still we are bogis. We are having all the pleasures, whatever is required. So yoga is a lifestyle. Yoga is not a physical activity. He is without attachment everywhere, is neither rejoiced nor hates. He don't have hatred to anyone, he will not have that attachment to anyone. In the materialistic world, one who is unaffected by whatever good or evil he may obtain, neither praising nor depraising. It is firmly fixed in the perfect knowledge. What if I said that Rivi or Parol is like very good yogis, you do very good, then what happens? You will get down to the coconut tree. So you should not do anything. If I say, no, no, you are not doing right, you are not studying anything, then what happened? If you get into depression. Oh, sir has told me this, I am not studying. How can sir say to me? Then what happens? You are getting affected by my words. Okay. He who is everywhere without attachment, on meeting with everything good or bad, he never sees is a good or bad. It only sees is a situation. The situation may be good or bad, but it is a situation. It's not get disturbed by good or bad. Okay. Suppose it's especially like sports people. One day they will win, one day they will lose. Because it's a part and parcel of a sport. When you win, you say that yes, we are so great, we have won. When we lost, getting into depression. A sports person will take win and loss equal. That is called, for them, it is called the state of stability. If somebody is very happy in win and somebody is very depressed in loss, that is not state of stability. Little clear? Here, praising or depraising, once what happened, he was saying like Buddha story. Here, once he went out, he's asking for, he's begging. Generally, they are sadhus, they beg for food. Bhikshatana, it is called as. So one person is abusing him. Like you don't have any work, you always came, you will ask everything. Generally, if somebody abuses, what will we do? Either we'll hit him, kick him, right? If not, we'll also do it. Then he has explained it beautiful way. Suppose if I had a suitcase of 10 million, I am giving the suitcase to both of you. 5 million, 5 million, I am giving to you. But you are not taking that suitcase. Now, where is the suitcase?
So it will be with you because we have not taken it.
It is with me.
Yes.
Right? If you take it, it belongs to you.
Correct.
Right? If you does not take it, it belongs to
you only.
Right? When somebody is selling something, it is like a suitcase. What we are doing, if we are responding, it means we are taking it. Really, does he mean what is true? But what we are doing, we are always ready to take the suitcases and briefcases, whatever we get. Right? Whether he says, good, that also briefcase. If you take, then only you will handle, then only you will get onto the tree. Whether he's abusing, that is also like the suitcase. If you take it, then only it belongs to you. So these people will neither take praises or depraises. Understood?
So, but in Kali Yuga, is it possible for someone to be Shita Prajna then? Shita Prajna?
Yes. Ramana Maharshi belongs to Kali Yuga.
Oh.
Swami
Correct.
Vivekananda belongs to Kali Yuga. The great yogis in Himalayas. See, we cannot do it at such a higher rate, but at our standards, can we do it?
Correct.
Right. See, if you have a corporate, it belongs to the municipality. MLA belongs to his constitution. And like 5 to 6 MLAs, depending upon the area, then you have an MP. Then you have a chief minister to the state and the prime minister to the central in Indian system. Right. Prime minister has a wider range, he has to be advisor. But as a corporator, he has a minimum range he can maintain, but still he can do that, whatever he is doing dharma at that range. So similarly, and this Kali Yuga, we need all this. If you see Treta Yuga, there is not much more disturbances. Who are good are staying in one loka, other loka. In Treta Yuga, in different continents. In Dwapar Yuga, in the same family. Kali Yuga, within you. Kali Yuga, it is more important to follow all this. Why you need Bhagavad Gita? Why you need Yoga Sutras? Upanishads? Kali Yuga, it is very important to know this knowledge. We are out of this knowledge. That's why we have all these mental issues. And I have never seen in that, like whatever the books we have, whatever the stories, history we have, I have never listened any Indian doing a suicide. They have sacrificed their life for their dharma and their country. They sacrificed, but with fear, nobody has done the suicide, right? That is mind. That what mind culturing will do with this all this text. That is very that. That's why it is very important. He withdraws his sense from sense objects, like pratyahara. When a tortoise withdraws all these limbs, he withdraws his senses from sense organs when his wisdom becomes steady. दृष्ट अनुशविक विषय वितृष्णस्य वशीकार संज्ञा वैराग्यम. The same thing. Drushta Anushavika. Drushta means seen or not seen. Anushavika, heard or not heard. Vishaya means the objects. Detaching from all this is called the great Vasikara Vairagya. It is there in Patanjali Yoga Sutras. Like why tortoise, to protect itself, it takes its limbs inside, right? Similarly, we will also, the cameras are outside, like CC cameras. Always you are under the electronic surveillance. So what you have to do, the same surveillance, you have to turn it inside. That is what Bhagavad Gita tells you. You see, cell, tissue, organ, system, human body, then your home, state, city, state, district, state, country, continent, universe, earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe is there, no? Similarly, the same universe, outside how much universe you have, the same universe is there inside. Instead of having these cameras and seeing the outside world, you turn it inside and see it inside. You will get the same knowledge. This is what all this text says. Sense objects repel from him and all vasanas are erased. Vasanas means which you are carrying from the previous birth, which will be there with you. The objects of sense turns away from the abstinent man, leaving the cravings behind. But his cravings also turn away on seeing the supremacy. Once you get into that state, nothing you can affect. Simply like when there is a rain, we need an umbrella or shelter to cover ourselves from the rain, protect ourselves. But if you see eagles, they will fly above the clouds. Once you are above the cloud, will rain affect you? So when you get into that state, this nothing will affect you. Atita means beyond that state. Gunatita means beyond these gunas, no guna will affect you. Turiya, Turyatita. These are the states, means beyond this state. So that is where nothing will affect you. Similarly, like how the eagle flies above the cloud, so that rain will not affect. Downwards there is a rain, upwards there is any rain. The same thing happens. He strives hard to control the senses which carry away the mind. Generally, what happens? How will be carried away? Because of the sense. There is a mind. We have only one way to eat food. Mind has five sense organs. What? Seeing, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. If somebody touches, will the information will not go to the mind? Any smell, information will go to the mind. Anything we see, information will go. Hear, information will go. Taste, information will go. So, to feed mind, you have 5 different ways. So what they are doing? We are controlling the sense organs not to give any unnecessary information to the mind. See, you are on diet, on a very strict diet. But what happens? Your eyes see some nice sweet. Then what happens? Then it will give the information to mind. Hello, mind. There is a nice sweet here. If you miss this opportunity, your half life is waste. Then what we'll do? Then we'll think, yes. So why to waste half life for our one sweet? We'll eat today, from tomorrow again we'll do that right. Yeah? But if there is any Karela or anything which is good, that is also your mind will see. Your eyes will see. Will that give the information to the mind? Simply, you are going in a crowd, you see hundreds of people, but there will be 10 people whom you know, but you will only recognize only 5 people. Have you happened anything this time? You will see them, but you will not recognize, you will go forward. They'll say that I called you, you have seen me, but you have not recognized me. You know him, you know that person. But what happens? We'll go in a flash, we will see, but that will not reach our mind, so we'll go forward. If you reply, we'll do that. What if we give to third empire? If we go for a reply, then our eyes will see him. That is because not every information is going to the brain. So what we are doing, which is required, that information only we are sending to the brain. Which is not required, we are stopping it there. That is what the sense organs, withdrawal of the sense organs. Senses are under his control. Means you see Siddha Prajna, see if he has control over his senses, nothing can disturb him, whether it's good or bad, he is stable. Having restrained them all, he should sit steady fast on me. His wisdom is steady, whose senses are under control. Whose wisdom will be steady? Whose senses are under control. Suppose we are disturbed by the sweet. If somebody says something, any gossiping or anything, then we get disturbed. How can these people talk about me? If something you have heard, your close friend has talked something about you, then what happens? You'll get disturbed. That day you'll skip your dinner. Right? So what happens when you have that control? These things will not affect you. The things cannot do anything. See, okay, these things cannot affect you. One, like I have seen my practical experience. Like I met a few people. One person, just what is the first question you'll ask when you meet a person? What is the first question?
Like, how are you doing?
How are
So
you?
how are you? How are you doing? Right? Okay, my question, how are you? What is your answer?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Huh?
Doing
Good.
good, doing well.
Okay, well, good. But I was shocked, amazed with his answer. He has said, I am fantastic today. What is that? He told me, I am fantastic today. What will be my next question?
Why did something
What
happen to you?
Right? What, see, something happen, any extraordinary thing happen, people will be fantastic, right? I have never seen any word less than fantastic. Fantastic, great, super great. I have never seen a word less than fantastic from his mouth whenever you ask. See, this thing amazed me, but why? Why you are fantastic, right? Next question. His answer is amazed me more. What might be the answer? Any guesses?
He's happy from inside. His happiness doesn't depend on external factors.
Okay. He has said that I have decided to be fantastic. What he has said, I have decided to be fantastic, irrespective to the situations. Whether his day is great or not, he has decided to be fantastic, irrespective to any situation. So how are you now? How are you? Tell me how.
We get to decide to be fantastic all the time.
Yeah. So I'm asking, how are you? I should hear that.
Very
least you
good.
say, huh? No, no, no. Good is, I need much more powerful word. Word has memory. Tell me what is, how are you? I need an answer and you have
Are
to,
you expecting us to tell fantastic?
no, something more greater than that. You decide and tell.
We are divine. I think we'll reach that stage then.
Should the word be related to happiness only? Can it be anything
Anything,
else?
anything,
Then I am overwhelmed.
anything. You
Yeah, I am
have,
overwhelmed because
hmm,
it's like philosophy is a subject wherein I am always overwhelmed in that.
hmm. You have to decide. You have to be overwhelming in any situation.
Oh,
Okay,
but
not
in
today,
real
not
world,
tomorrow. What?
tell this to people, they think we are mentally imbalanced. If we go about telling people having fantastic, fabulous, ecstatic, all these adjectives, they'll think there's
See,
something wrong with this person
no,
today.
no, no. People may think, but what happens when you say you are fantastic, fantastic, fantastic? One day you will be fantastic. Am I right? But if you
For
say
sure. I think
right, word
those
has
affirmations will help.
right, and if
Self-talk,
you
yes.
say okay, so no, no, okay, fine, yours grace, it
Because
will never
positive
give
thoughts
you energy.
reflects our state of mind also. Positive thoughts.
Yes, and it never give you energy, but you say I'm fantastic, I'm super, it gives you energy. Okay, so decide and always say that. You'll get energy and you'll become, one day you'll become that.